Okay, fellas, come on in. This is for my collard green lovers. I got picking these collards so fast, I almost forgot because I was supposed to do a demo as to how to pick and clean them. So I left about 3 or 4 leaves before I remembered I had promised to go ahead and let y'all see how collards are cleaned and picked. So if you never picked collards, these were individual leaves, and I bought them in bunches. I bought let's see, 6, 7. I had 7 bunches, and they come about like that. I had 7 bunches like that. So I got them out here in the sink now, and I'm just about done picking. Now they still got to be washed. So some people will sanitize. You know, when you have a whole lot of collards, sanitize your wash machine and throw them in there on a low cycle, and go ahead and about your business. Otherwise, put them in the sink and wash and rinse them real good. Same thing. But you can use your washing machine. You sanitize it. There's no more germs to sanitize out of your washing machine. If you got a clean laundry room, and if you keep your washing machine clean and you sanitize it with Clorox and wipe it down real good and run it through a cycle, you're good to go. Because if you have a ton of collards to wash, I'm going to tell you, it'll come in handy. So let's go ahead now and get through cleaning. So what I do is that rib that goes down the center of that collard there, I take all of that rib out of there. There's a lot of nutrients in there, I know, so when I finish it should look like that. Okay, and like I'm sorry I only had just, well, you don't really need to see but a few of them done. And what I do is just sort of grab them like that and just pinch them out just like that. It's just that simple to do. It's just that when you have a lot of them, you know, it takes time. Just hold them like that. Pinch that vein out of there. Turn it on that side so that rib side is standing up like that. Okay. Just pinch it out right there like that. I got my little helpers are here today, Lord. I've been all over the place. That little 2-year-old, that little Norrick. Honey, he can climb up on everything. When he gets quiet, or when I see him or hear him laughing about something. What do you want, darling? You need more chips. He's starting to talk. He said, Mama, I need more chips. You hear that? That's good. You need more chips? You need more chips? Hmm? What you want, darling? What you want? Tell me what you want. Say more chips. Say more chips. Okay, you want to say chips? Can you say chips? Oh. Okay, y'all, excuse me. I'm back because, I mean, he would have just stayed here if I gave him more chips. He loves those corn chips that you use for salsa or tortillas or whatever. He loves them, so I don't think it's too much for him to have. Anyway, as I was saying, you just fold it over on that vein side and just pull it out. The whole goes. Sometimes you can use a knife to take it out. For me, it's just as easy to. Now that one there, that leaf there is sort of yellow like that, I take that out. I don't know what it was getting ready to do, but I just take it off. Okay. And that's it. It's just that simple. So I've already pulled the vein on all of these that are here in the sink. My sink is full of collards. I've got, I think, probably 10 pounds of collards. 10, 12 pounds, because I've got 7 bunches. And those bunches had at least 20, 30 leaves. So I'm going to guesstimate that I've got, because when you buy them, you don't really, at least I didn't, because Tanya got these from someone at her job that grows their own collards. And she bought me 4 bunches. And I thought, well, let me go ahead and get some more. So when I went to Piggly Wiggly, guess what? They had them for $1 a bunch. So I grabbed 3 more bunches. So I'm going to have this huge, huge pan that I'm going to be cooking them in. And I got all this meat. I'm going to go hog wild this time. On Thanksgiving, what I do, I use pork cooking meat and turkey cooking meat because I want that extra flavor. So we just go for it on Thanksgiving. But otherwise, all through the year, I use turkey meat to cook any of my vegetables with. Come on in, y'all. It's that time of the year again. It's time for me to get into those collard greens for Thanksgiving. So, okay. I'm not going to waste any time. As y'all can see, this is a 13-gallon bag of collard greens. I've already picked them. I've washed them, and now I'm getting ready to cook them. So this is Krista. Tell the boys this is how you do collard greens. So gather them around the TV, the video, your camera, or whatever, because I'm going to show them. The only thing that they'll miss is a little bit of how I first started. But I did another video. I'm gonna put it together, and I'm gonna show them how to even pick the greens. So now these greens have already been picked, and I've taken the vein out of them, and they're pretty much chopped up. As you can see, I got them right here in my colander. I'm getting ready to take them over here now to the stove. I've got some meat boiling over there. So listen, look y'all, just go ahead on and just think about it. This is 13 gallons of collard greens, so this is going to be enough collards. I always cook them like this. When I started Thanksgiving, I cook enough that will last me through New Year's. So this is a huge bag of collard greens. So here we go, y'all. Okay, I've already chopped these up, not too much. So when you get them on a plate, you can chop them up some more if you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them over here to the stove. I've got 2 pans going. Now this pot here is a 3-gallon pot here. This is a 3 or 5-gallon pot. And remember my big old roasting pan that I made, that great huge pan of chili? I have no idea. It's probably 6 or 7 gallons. So I'm going to be able to get these greens going, and I'm going to have 2 huge pans of greens going for Thanksgiving. And then the rest of them that I have left over, we're going to have some for Christmas and have some for New Year's. The kids will take a bag home. Collards will freeze up to a year if you freeze them properly in the proper Ziploc freezer bag. So here we go. I'm just going to start putting them into the pan, and before I start, I'll tell you what I got in there. I don't have ham hocks, but what I have is some country smoked ham. And if you live down south, you know we cook our greens with that little rancid meat. So this time of the year, I go all the way in. So what I've got in here is a little rancid meat. That little rancid meat gives it that little kind of a little tart taste. I learned that actually from my mother-in-law. And what it is, all it is a piece of right there. This favors a ham hock. It's cured, and it has that little rank taste to it. So we call it a little rank meat. Put a little rank meat in them collars. So that's what that is, a piece of rank meat. And this is skins off of that same country smoked ham. So, and that's what I've got in here, the same thing, just a smaller amount. So I got it pretty much cooked up. And also I put some that dry chicken broth mix in there, some complete seasoning, and for right now that's all. When they get almost done, I'm going to put a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of sugar just to blend that flavor in. So make sure that water is boiling. See that rolling boil? Same thing in here. Have to start out on high heat and just start packing them in there, because now you know when I get through cooking these collards, I might have 10 gallons, 9 gallons, because when they cook down, they're going to wilt, and it's not going to be as many. But for the time being, the main thing I'm doing right now is getting them in the pot and getting them going. So today is Sunday. I'm not doing a whole bunch of cooking today because today is Sunday. I'm sorry, not because today is Sunday, but because I'm starting my Thanksgiving cooking. So I always start cooking ahead of time for Thanksgiving, so I don't have so much to do all at one time. So I'm going to get this pan filled all the way up to the top, and then I'm going to put the lid on it and let the collards start to wilt. And then if I can get more in there, I'll put more in there. So because I have so many, you don't want to put too many, but you want to have enough room for them to cook. You hear them boiling. By the way, all those greens that filled up that bag, that is, I don't know how you buy your collards, but around here they sell them in bunches. And they're pretty good sized bunches. I guess 20, 25 big leaves in there. I've got 7 bunches. Tanya brought me 4. I think I said that on another video. And then I was in Piggly Wiggly and they had marked theirs down. So I thought, let me get 3 more. Because that way I know I will have enough for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And maybe even a bag left over for the rest of the year. Because like I said, they freeze really, really well. So I'm just going to continue doing this. As soon as I get this pot here filled up, I'm going to start working on my next pot over there, that big pot over there, and we're going to have collard greens going. Um, so let me go ahead and get off camera and get these greens packed in there because I'm still the one-armed bandit. Just want to let y'all know. And fellas, look, for those of you who love collard greens, I wish y'all were here to smell this. It smells so good. Those fresh collards cooking with that smoked rank meat, you can't beat it. So, like I say, on Thanksgiving, we go off script, so we don't use so much turkey meat. Now, I got some turkey, some smoked turkey that I'm going to put in there just for taste. Just, you know, whatever, because turkey meat is real good. But we had to have the pork for Thanksgiving. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna sign off for a minute, filling these pots up. And Krista, tell your boys, tell your son, I hope he enjoys this video watching me cook these collards. I wish he was here so he could taste them. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off for a few minutes and go ahead and get these collards in the pot. So hang on a sec. Okay, y'all, there they are. They are cooking. As you can see how much they cook, how much shrinkage you get. So when I get finished, I'll probably have 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 gallons of collard. But 13 gallons is what I had fresh and just picked. So I put all the seasoning in. I went ahead and put a little sugar in there, a little vinegar, so that that flavor will cook through. So what I'm getting ready to see now is I'm going to have to let these cook 3 hours, or if this hour and a half is going to do it. One thing about collards, depending on how they were grown, will depend greatly on how they're cooked. In this area, usually the collards are more tender, and this time of the year the frost is falling on them, so that makes them nice and have a little sweeter taste, and they're more tender. I'm going to tell you, hats off to North Carolina collard growers, because we get our collards local here, so they're much cheaper, they're homegrown, and they're very good. In contrast to where I'm from, in Georgia, the collards are dark green to start with, and when you cook them, they're still really a dark green. So as you can see with these, they're beginning to turn a little bit darker in color. This first pot, because it's been cooking longer, as you can see, the second biggest pot is still a little bit light green, but nonetheless, they're getting ready to start turning. So until the greens cook and cook down, and the juices can almost be on top of it, so you can start seeing the juice. I don't cook with a lot of water. I don't like a water pot, so don't get afraid if you don't see a lot of water in the beginning, because they will cook down. And like most vegetables, they generate their own juices, so allow that natural juice to come out, and you can add water if you need it. And as they begin to cook and you can stir through them and get the seasoning going, then you're going to turn that heat off to real low and let them simmer. So these are almost to the simmering point. You can see that meat is coming up. I've pulled the meat up to the top, and that flavoring is going throughout those collards. So let me tell you, this batch of collards is going to be epic, y'all. I'm not saying it just because I cooked them. Now I'm going to give the growers credit, because however those collards are grown depends greatly on what they're going to taste like when you get them on the plate. And I venture to say that these collards are going to be some of the best yet. So I can't wait to taste them, because you know I'm going to sit down and have me a plate with some cornbread. So anyway, we're going to sign off for now, and when these collards get done, I'm going to come back and let you see what they look like, and I'm going to let you know what they taste like. So boys, I hope that you enjoyed this cooking demo for collard greens. So in the future, Krista, let them boys get in there and cook some of those collards for you. I think they got it now. Just look at it over and over. It's a real simple process. So hope y'all enjoyed my collard cooking demo, and hope you'll get on the stove and get some going for Thanksgiving. So until we come back, I'm going to say toodaloo. Okay, y'all, there they are. These collards are done, and I want y'all to know that these are the North Carolina collards that the dew had fallen on them. I'm sorry, not the dew, but the frost had fallen on them, so they were nice and tender. And I only have to cook these 45 minutes. I'm telling you, about 45 minutes. So they're done, and I'm glad, because I'm going to turn them off, and I'm going to let them sit there, because you know once you turn, in this pot here, because it's one of those waterless cooking pans, of course I put water in it, it just doesn't take all that long time. Now, there are some greens that you have to cook all day long. This was not one of them. I didn't really know what kind these were until I started cooking them, so I kept checking them. So 45 minutes in, these are done and done. So there they are, y'all. These are ready to be served up on a plate. So I got my meat all the way through them. I'm going to put my smoked turkey on them. Hold on just a second. Okay, here we go, y'all. My little inner voice said leave off the smoked turkey. They're fine just like they are to keep that particular flavor. This is that old-fashioned taste that I'm here to tell y'all. These are some good collards, y'all. These collards are epic. You just won't believe what they taste like. I mean, I wish everybody was here. You could get a little sample, but since you're not, you're going to have to take my word for it. They're wonderful. Krista, tell the boys the collards turned out fine. They taste wonderful. If I had a way to pack them up and send them to you, I'd send you a plate full. But since I can't, y'all, I'm going to say toodaloo and thanks for watching, and hope the next pot of collards you cook will be epic. You'll see these again on the Flavor Train on Thanksgiving Day. So, love you guys. Thank you guys, and happy collard cooking. Toodaloo.